me for free, what you with? When all the smoke like a...
Welcome, everyone, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. It's a very unique broadcast for you tonight. You'll see a fresh face from the collegiate level in the mix. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. Here are the starters for Las Vegas. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Durant is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Harden, and it's Paul in at the point. And for the Gators, we've got Brewer, also Noah out there. And it's Maxwell in at the 2. And it's the Gators to start out. Pass to Noah. Nice passing here by the Gators. And here is Brewer. Out of bounds, Las Vegas takes possession.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
So it's Las Vegas now. Paul looking around. KD on the wing. Good on the triple.
And for Durant, it's just that simple. Get the ball and shoot.
Noah, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Not as easy as it looks to find your man wide open like that.
Paul outside. Williamson. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Well, to Zion, a little bit of contact is nothing. I'm not even sure he feels it.
And that one's good by Noah.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Bland. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Harden. Back to Paul. Takes a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Paul's got 6.
Yeah, playing off ball. We've seen more of this over the latter part of Paul's career.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
The 3 from Harden. Brewer with the rebound. To the paint. It's deflected. Durant with the steal. Harden outside. This one for 3. Tipped away. And here's Maxwell from beyond the arc. Cousins pulls it in. And here's Las Vegas. It's a 5-point game. To the middle. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Trying to guard Paul in screen and rolls is a nightmare. He just picks defenses apart.
So timeout called here, the first for 4. And Beal kicks to Williams. Back to Beal. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. Flying in, it's Edwards.
Talk about a guy who runs the floor. Edwards gets down there on the fast break so quickly.
Edwards against Beal. Inside. It'll go, and the Las Vegas lead is cut back down to 7. The bucket there from Williams.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Down low, here's Mourning, and the dunk by Mourning.
And it's extremely difficult trying to guard Paul in the screen and roll. Fantastic at making the right decision. A lethal passer.
And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Ford. Here's the 3. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Las Vegas leading by 9. Here's Edwards. Edwards, he is a bruiser.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Horford with the screen on Edwards. To the middle. The jump hook. And it's sent back by KD. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. And first time out of the game called for Las Vegas. So some changes for the Gators. Maxwell is checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's planned in for Jason Williams. And then for Las Vegas, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Mourning. And James Harden subbed in for Edwards.
Oh, the rare catch and shoot from Harden, showing it's still in his bag.
Outside, Horford. Pass to Fland, looking to end the run. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Durant. And then Pippen slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Florida trails by 16. Inside, stolen by Durant. And Cousins kicks to Paul. And they pick up 2. Paul's got 8.
How about the savvy of Paul? You'd think the contact would bother him, but CP finds a way.
Here's Fland. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Paul. Las Vegas calls timeout. Joakim Noah's checked in for Florida. Zion Williamson's checked in for Las Vegas. Ja Morant comes in for Paul. Las Vegas leading by 18. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Morant passes to Williamson. Back to Morant. Las Vegas again missing. Pass to Maxwell. They need this one. He can't get that one. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Las Vegas leads by 18. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan backcourt shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You gotta give him credit.
Pass to Colson. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside.
Showing off the deep ball there. Shots like this really help her confidence.
Florida trails by 21. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Nice awareness to make that feed. Flan sees the court really well for a young player.
Floats it up for Williamson. And it's out of bounds to Las Vegas. They'll retain possession.
The ball goes to Las Vegas.
So, wow, hammering it in.
Look out. Well, we'll never get tired of those dunks from Zion.
And here's that intense defensive look.
Here's Bland, and he drops it in from the low post.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Now a timeout called by Ford. Florida trails by 21. Here's Bland, and it's in there. Bland's got 6.
What I like about Flan, he doesn't have great length, but he is very strong, and that really helps on drives.
Here's Reese, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game. So it's Florida now with the drive. Pass to Noah. Florida moving that ball around. Here's Bland. Lays it up off the glass. 8 points for him.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Paul with the ball. 8 points for him. Got a piece of it.
Well, Ryu is a towering presence. You got to be really careful trying to shoot around him.
The open shot by Brewer, and there's another one for Ford.
Well, that's a smart shot right there. I like how he let the play develop naturally.
Here's Paul, and he lays it straight in. And Las Vegas leads by 20.
Man, CP is good at contorting his body, figuring out ways to score when it's not easy.
There's the pick. Pass to Fland. A three-pointer off the mark. And here is James. There's the drive. Yep, that one goes in there.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Here's Maxwell. Noah gets to Brewer. Driving the lane, and Mourning sends it back.
And we know Mourning excels at finding these shot blocking opportunities. It's like he sees the shot coming. Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now Paul to the inside. Reese gets the bucket.
And Reese is a smart offensive player. She understands when she should look to score inside.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough deep.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Here's Paul into the lane. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
And taken away by Paul. And Paul with a clear path to the hoop. Pass to Reese. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the second half. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by James.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
To the paint, here's Reese. And that one is hammered home.
I love when she just goes for these jams, showing how athletic she can be.
Here's Maxwell. 52 seconds left in the game. Now, here's Brewer. D right on him. In the corner, it's Noah. Pass to Brewer. Here's Ryu. Here's Fland. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's James. Ball outside. And another three for Las Vegas.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
6 seconds left here in the second half of the game. So we see Las Vegas taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. And now we present the player of the game, Chris Paul.